about a moment in the president's speech last night in Baltimore. He was talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene, and he mentioned a mother that had lost two of her sons to fentanyl. He said the interesting thing is that the fentanyl they took came during the last administration, and then he seemed to laugh.
A little bit of more Marjorie Taylor Greene and a few more, you're going to have a lot of Republicans running our way. Isn't she amazing? She was very specific recently, saying that a mom, a poor mother who lost two kids to fentanyl, that I killed her sons. Well, the interesting thing is that fentanyl they took came during the last administration. Look, folks. Anyway, I don't want to get started.
The mother's demanding an apology.
The president owes me an apology, and all of the other parents who have lost their children.
And I'm wondering if he regretted how that came out.
So, I want to be very careful here because this involves a mom, as you just stated, who lost two sons. And when it comes to this president, I believe the American people knows who he is fundamentally because he's been around for some time, and they have watched him go through grief. They have watched him deal with really personal loss. And so this is a president that understands that. He expressed sympathy for her last night, and his heart goes out to any person who has to go through that type of trauma, that type of hurt. I will say his words are being mischaracterized by someone who is regularly discredited for things that she says that are really conspiracy theories, and those lies are being parroted by a certain network, I'll just leave it there. I'll say one more thing, is that conservative parents of fentanyl victims have been very clear. They have blasted the Congresswoman for these dishonest kinds of statements and kinds of attacks. But again, our hearts go out to anyone who loses a person that they love. And this is something that you've heard from this president over and over again when that has occurred and has been presented to him.